Have you ever played with a ribbon mic? How about a stereo one? Ribbon mics really are very cool. And a stereo ribbon mic, all in one body, is even cooler. Today we're checking out NUDE Microphone's stereo Blumlein ribbon mic. It's blurred, and it's coming right up. So, good day, and welcome to the Time Preservation Society. I'm Jack Slater. I'm currently on the NUDE Ribbon, and this is the raw sound. But I'm only using one side of the stereo signal just for this talking head part. And this is the sound of the NUDE Blumlein stereo ribbon in stereo. Yeah, so there you go. And now I'm back to mono. So I'm going through the Audient ID48, which is back here in my rack there, and it's pushing this all right. I'm using a pop screen, though, because ribbon mics are very, very delicate. And, I must respect the microphone. In case you ask, this is a Stedman Pro Screen PS101 version 2 that I've got on here right now. And, they're the best pop screens in the world, if you ask me. If you want to know about this, pop screens, metal, washable, lifetime, check out the links below. Anyway, ribbon mics are just over 100 years old now, being first invented in the early 1920s, which was just after I got my first gray hair, as it turns out. It's incredibly simple technology. A corrugated piece of incredibly thin metal suspended in a magnetic field, and that's it. All ribbon mics have a figure 8 polar pattern, so they pick up sounds equally from the front and the back, but not the sides at all. All of them are that way. They're all figure 8. Ribbon mics are notoriously smooth and dark, as you can hear, very dark. Think Elvis Presley's earliest recordings, or even the more modern, the White Stripes used a ribbon for Icky Thump, I think I'm reading. The Blumlein pair method of stereo miking was pioneered by Alan Blumlein in 1931, and it consisted of 2 figure 8 mics placed on top of each other and as close as possible together, with each set of the ribbons facing like 45 degrees, right? So it's kind of like that. See what I'm saying? So front and back here, front and back here. Basically an X. He figured out a way to do this and trying to get 2 ribbon mics, which were, up one upside down and one right side up, pointed this way, and in an X pattern. It's tricky to do, and obviously to get right, since the mic bodies get in the way. A few microphone companies like AEA, RCA, and Royer took the Blumlein pair method and developed a single stereo mic with 2 ribbons inside mounted in the Blumlein method. So NUDE Microphones, who are out of Australia, came out with their own version of the stereo Blumlein method inside one mic, and that's what we're here for today. They call it the Swiss Army mic, because it's good for almost any source in music recording, and it's really easy to set up. It comes in a really nice metal case that houses the mic, the 5-pin cable, a splitter box, a foam pop filter, and the shock mount. The mic itself looks like a lightsaber. It's heavy and feels well built. There's no switches or options on this mic, not even a company logo or name badge. It's just the mic. Inside are 2 1.8 micron aluminum ribbons mounted as close together as physics will allow. It sports a figure 8 polar pattern, as I said earlier, and has a frequency response of 28 Hz to 16.5 kHz. You can see here how the mic has 4 sets of grills indicating where the ribbons are mounted, one on top of the other and at 45 degrees. The shock mount is plastic, but it has metal threads, so there's that. The supplied cable is about 20 feet in length and seems of acceptable quality, but, not amazing. The splitter box here takes the included 5-pin cable and splits the signal into 2 mono XLR outputs, upper and lower. Passive ribbon mics like this one are notoriously low output, so using a dual inline preamp is recommended and even preferred since you cannot accidentally send phantom power to it with those in the way. Because, and I gotta say this, whatever you do, do not, even for 1 second, accidentally switch on phantom power with a ribbon. It will destroy the mic forever. It measures. Oh, hold on a second. Let me just find my trusty old measuring tape here. This measuring tape once belonged to a superhero named Furious. I have no idea what he used it for, and when I asked, he just lost his mind at me. So there's that. Anyway, it measures 9.5 inches in length and 1¼ inches in diameter. This mic shines as drum overheads in a drum room or on a horns section or small ensembles or string sections or even to tame harsh metallic sounds like cymbals, resonators, or lap steels. But I don't have any of that here in my tiny little studio. It's just a tiny little space that I have here. But I do have an acoustic guitar, an electric guitar, and an amp, and even a ukulele. So you heard a little bit of that acoustic at the beginning of the video. Here's some more, totally raw. How about a little uke? See what this sounds like with a stereo ribbon. I put the NUDE mic on my amp next to an SM57 and noodled. Here's the NUDE mic with only one side being recorded as mono. Here's the 57. Now here they are blended together. I also used the NUDE mic as a stereo room mic. I close mic'd my amp with a 57, then used the NUDE mic as a room mic and set it back about, 8 feet or 7 feet or something, but I was careful to keep it in phase by testing it. I ran a fuzz pedal for some absolute filth. Here's the 57 close-up micing a filthy cab. Here's just the NUDE mic as a stereo room mic. And here they are, blended together. Okay, so when I did that noodling that you just saw, especially with the fuzz part, I thought it was a cool little piece. So, I don't know. I was compelled. I added drums and bass and then did some soloing, over top, and then just used the NUDE mic blended with the 57 for all the sounds. And then I mix it together in this little song. No plugins except for a little delay on the lead. I didn't use anything. This is just, I didn't even use the T805 tape units. This is the NUDE mic being the room mic, a 57 on the cabs, and blended them together, rendered it out. So here's a little piece I did. I hope you like some heavy rock. Here's that piece. You can pick up the NUDE microphone stereo Blumlein ribbon mic for $480 USD. Now that's a great price for a stereo ribbon mic. So let me ask you, what do you think of this sound? I mean, on voice, you would never use a ribbon for voiceover kind of stuff. It's not what you would normally choose. But for the music and on all the stuff, what did you think? Let me know in the comments. I think it sounds rich and smooth. I thought it sounded great. Does it sound like a Royer or a Coles or anything? No. Those guys are that price for a reason. But is anyone going to be able to tell in a mix? Also no. This is a great mic for miking an acoustic guitar or drum room or as overheads or for percussion or brass sections, as I said, or for recording an entire ensemble and you just want to get a nice stereo field. It will just tame the harshness on anything. Ribbons do that. So here's what I think. I think NUDE microphones could have just included a Y cable instead of a cumbersome box. I'm not a fan of the splitter box. I don't know why they went that way, but what do I know? I'm just some guy.
He's just some guy.
It is expectedly low output, as most non-active ribbon mics are, so just be aware of that. A couple of inline preamps like cloud lifters or SE dynamite sticks or FET heads might go a long way to helping you work with this mic with some interfaces that may not have enough juice. I do very much enjoy the warmth and pillowy highs. I mean, it's a ribbon mic. I mean, you're getting a ribbon mic. It's nice. All in all, I think they did a pretty good job with this mic. Oh yes, the fart rating.
4 farts.
4 farts. I'd say it's more like 3 3/4 farts, but I didn't pre-make that animation. I probably should. All in all, I can definitely recommend this mic for those looking for a stereo ribbon mic without paying through the nose. Well, that'll just about do it for all of me here at the Time Preservation Society. Leo the Fart is going to pass gas one more time. Bye now. In transmission. Thanks very much for hanging out with me. I'm back doing my regular videos. That's awesome. Watch these other videos and, help me out by sharing and liking, and definitely subscribe. Thank you. Bye.